Right, Cura team, and welcome back to PS5 Anno 1800. Right, so the Arctic Kasparov thing. Let's be abundantly clear, because the game doesn't let you do this, but I went back and had a look. So, there are one, two, three, four. There are five conditions that we are playing to finish this game. Condition number one is build a monument. They are big, they are whoppingly huge, but we only need to build one of them, so we need to build one. We need to have 2,500 investors. You're going to need more than that for the monument. Trust me, you need about 5,000, but 2,500 investors. We need a population of more than 10,000, but we're well ahead of that already with nearly 13,000. We need to have $500,000 in the bank. Well, you can see at the minute we're halfway to that already. We're 227,000. I've been playing for a little while off camera to sort a few things out. We'll talk about that in a minute. But 500,000, like I said, isn't going to be a tall ask. We were in the millions the last time we played, and
We
to
have the devil to pay.
thank you to be making 10,000 a click. Now that's going to be tricky because at the minute we're 2,623. Um, and that's 10 getting up to 10,000 no easy feat. But I mean we'll get there. Once you got a monument and stuff, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Let's deal with this expedition and see what's going on because this is a rescue mission and it's not going very well, I'd have to say. So here we go. Our morale's 24, as you can see. This guy is mad as a biscuit. So we got a bonus chance of 4 or 1 or anything
Do not let
else.
us be stricken.
Oh, right, well there you go. So that's the end of that one. I guess we lose the ship as well, do we? Expedition lost. It's a shame. It's the first expedition I've lost, but it didn't go well. Right. Remain to Die, as you can see, has expanded a little. I've had to expand and expand and expand, in part for two reasons. First is because to expand this place, and second is because I need supplies for the other place, which is also expanding. So they need schnapps, for example. They need bread, for example. All of those things they can't make, so it has to be made here, and it needs to be sold over there. Um, so there you go. So we expanded out here. We have a pier now. So we
Same
have
old
a
holiday
pier, a pier, a
gang as
pier.
last time.
We have had 93 visitors. We have had 334 income, which is not a heck of a lot. And
under attack.
and we haven't had any guests, which is a bit annoying. But there you go. You know, we got one, so it
Your
increased our
harbor is
attractiveness.
under attack.
Don't worry about it; it'll be fine. So yeah, so we got that, and then we did this, which is, this is like I said, we're going to. This is the museum, which we have 3 artifacts of, and this is the zoo, which we have 3 enclosures for. I think we got the pelican, and we have some kind of frog, geckos, and we have bison. Can't wash your hands, and a buffalo. So there you go. Honestly, it's just been keeping up with the demand. For these guys, we're on the cusp. We're having a little bit of an issue with furs. Hey, what a big surprise! An issue with furs. I momentarily took my eye off the ball. Hopefully this guy's bringing in furs. No, he isn't. He's bringing in coats. Why is he bringing in coats? Why is he bringing coats at all? Actually, come to think of it, he should be bringing in he should be bringing in the furs, not the coats. So let's fix that, because he is not supposed to be bringing that. Uh, he's what is he doing? That's not what I wanted. I wanted him to go here. I must have been on something when I did this one. And I wanted him to bring like 20, because I got bunches, and do that instead. This is nonsense. The good cannot be loaded. The storage is empty. Where this is an unload. This is a load. This is a load. Let's go and see what's in Hanbareng in terms of these things. I bet it ain't empty. Hey, look, 142. What do you know? It isn't empty.
From its
I
voyage.
do this.
Stations.
You're just doing nothing. Um, What a pain. What a pain. I'm sure it'll sort itself out. We've got plenty of bolts of cloth. So we just need these guys to sort out
Anno reporting.
whatever they're doing. Why are you bringing bread back? I'm fairly certain these guys are not full of bread, are they? They're not full of bread. So why are you bringing bread back? What is going on? Is that Snaps? This guy? You? Why have you got bread? What?
New orders.
What is going on? Right. Get rid of the bread. We were shipping bread at some point, but that's this guy. This guy is shipping bread, but he's shipping it the other way. He's picking it up at Ramadai and dropping it off. Now, why on earth are you saying that this is full of bread when it quite clearly is not? They have no bread. What is going on? What are you picking up? I don't want the flotsam, I want the boat. I still don't want the flotsam. I want the boat! Can we pick the boat? That's right, pick up the schnapps and pick up the bread. Go across. What are you doing? Not the flotsam, the boat. Right. You should be picking up the hops. You're a bit late to the party, but right now you should be dropping off the bread. Thank you. Right, and bringing back coal, which is your trade route. And what are you doing here? You. Yes, you.
Stations.
Picking up bricks. You should come back. You should pick up hops and furs. Thank you. And go back. Oh my gosh. Sometimes these routes drive you potty. Right. So that'll sort out the fur coach thing. But we need 1,500 artisans to get to the next level, which is then university, which it doesn't matter because we built a university anyway. But we need people. So I haven't embarked on that yet. I wanted to have a little chat with you before we embark on that. There's a couple of things to iron out, as you've seen with trade routes and stuff. But we're almost there, Captain. We're almost there. Over on this island, obviously, we're having a little bit of a problem with bread. I don't really have, there's just not really enough of it over here. They're on, well, they're on 143 right now, so they have upped. So I should probably move this up a smidge to say maybe, 12 will do. 12. Let's do 12. Load good. Canopy loaded. The storage is empty. Honestly, what is it with these trade routes, man? I had this before. Coal. Oh, there is only 2. So maybe that is the case. So let's, because we had a disaster in our coal mine. So let's get rid of that so you can stop warning me about trade route issues that aren't an issue. These guys have appeared. These guys don't. But they do. They are making their own fur coats.
Confounded tricky.
So that's fine because these guys and gals, short of bread. Ooh, needs a pub. Needs a pub. Yeah, I suppose they do. There's a pub way over there. Let's give you guys a market. And a pub. There you go. That'll make you a lot happy. Yeah, so we've obviously expanded a bit out here as well. So this is expanding into the core of what's going to be our sort of like, you know, where we're going to try and have investors and possibly a monument and things. We've got all these fur trappers working like crazy to get us furs for our fur coats. And everything else. I mean, some things are on pause, and I go and temporarily unpause them when I need it, and carry on. What's this guy missing? Probably because I've stopped bringing it gubbins in, which is probably a point. Where are we with booze? 110 and dropping. And these guys, they were making more of that malt for me. They're up to 227. So let's go back to this guy. So he can definitely load one more thing, which was malt. Where is malt? Malt must be up here. There it goes. Do like, oh, I don't know. Oh no, it doesn't have room for 3? Well, that's a shame because then I can't use him because he's already doing schnapps and stuff. And this guy, I think, is... No, he's good. He's good. He can do schnapps if he's not too weird. There's an awful lot of weirdness going on there. Schnapps, I mean malt. There we go. It seems to have allegedly sorted itself out. So that they can make beer, because we don't want to run out of beer. If we run out of beer, we're in trouble. We've said that. Everybody gets really seriously unhappy very quickly if we run out of beer. The bread supply is teetering, but we've just sorted that out, so everything else is fine. And again, that's a hospital. We already have a university over here. So when these people are ready, it's probably more likely to be this island. Because... Where are we? We're currently at 1159, but we've got plenty of room to just expand these people. On Remedy, we don't. we don't, we don't, we don't. I probably just need to save all of this for mostly people, but like balancing a few things like schnapps and bread, for example. So that's the old world, and the old world's going okay. Let's have a look at the new world. We'll talk about the international trade between the old and the new shortly. This is Cruzamita, which is like our main island, and we have well expanded this. We have well expanded all the way up here. This probably needs to be upgraded. We have got all of the stuff that we have got, and everybody's all of their happy, happy, happy. They also...
What we always aspired to.
They're nearly there. They're nearly there. We're slowly supplying them with things, and as we know, there's nothing above a Brera. So all we get is income. So that's fine. We get the income we get, and that's all tickly boo. We're expanding out this way, and we have cotton and sugarcane and everything else. And this is gold mine. I think that's more in the way of rum, so that we can supply rum tiddly pum pum to everybody. We've got some space out here we can still grow into and supply rum tiddly pum pum. Looks like we have some destruction going on for some reason.
Your city has grown more beautiful.
So don't know what that was about, but there you go. There you go. There you go. They're all working on the stuff that they're all working on, and they're all mostly happy, as you can see. And we've got a reasonable population and a reasonable amount of stuff. And if we go and we have a look at the stores, if it lets me, we have an abundancy of things. Not nearly enough bolts of cloth. Again, I really need more. In actual fact, same with rum. We're kind of barely scraping the bottom. And that's because of international trade, and we'll talk about that in a minute, between the old world and the new world. And we don't really have anything else because we don't really have anything else. But if we go to our other island, Coracao de Pombo, which one is that? That's the boxing ring. That'll make them happy. And that won't. That is... Oh, I probably want to do that because that's the hospital. I need 8 more bricks. We've been expanding slowly out here and making our way because we need this stuff, which is tobacco leaf, and we need this stuff, which is the coffee crop for the coffee. And at some point we'll need cacao for chocolate. But I've had to obviously earmark this out. There's some oil springs around here. So that's lumberjacks. So I've had to think about how we're going to maintain being able to get here around these various islands, because we're probably going to have a port there because the most amount of oil's over here actually. But I've had to kind of mark a few things out and sort of say, well, if we have a road, then we also have a train track, and we all of these kinds of bits and pieces and all the rest of it. And I've connected some of these together, and these are things which we are waiting on bricks for. For some reason, this island seems to take forever to make bricks. Probably because I only have one clay pit and one brick. Manufacturer? What do you call it? It's getting to the stage where things are starting to break a little. So, you know, some of the functionality of the game is starting to get a little bit wonky, which it did the last time I played this. It all got a little bit wonky around the edges when you get past a certain point. Like the wheels stop like working properly. I mean, I find the wheels particularly hard to deal with anyway for some strange reason. Maybe it's because I'm some old fart, but it's just, yeah, it's a bit mad, really. It's a bit mad. It kind of all falls apart and things go a little bit screwy. You can probably do a lot of them actually. Right, so maybe that'll make bricks grow a little faster, be made a little bit faster. So we're squeaking our way through here. Obviously, we said it was going to be a bit of a nightmare, but we actually really only want it for this. This is a luxury good, but we will need it. We will need it for the investors. So there's this, which we'll also need for the investors, and chocolate, and that. So what we'll be doing essentially is looking to, because we can get cloth from the other island and we can get rum from the other island as well. They're making rum here to make themselves self-sufficient, but that's it. And they'll need cloth to make themselves self-sufficient too, probably. I mean, I don't need to make it the most profitable island. I don't need, oh look, they need tortillas. I don't need to make them the happiest population. I just need to make sure that they produce this stuff. So I'm working on it. I'm working on it with this one. Working on it. It's a thing in progress, but it's quite slow. This guy is right here,
The more
right
the
next to you.
merrier. There must be input for output.
You've got to go to this little warehouse. Look at you. Yeah. And here he comes. He's coming back again. Here he comes in his little donkey. Boop boop. Na, 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 na. There you go. You have everything you might ever need. I say a lot. That is it, sirs
She's small, but
and
she's keen.
madams. You can see that we've managed to acquire ourselves some coastal defenses. Haven't quite finished it on the other one. What is it we need? Probably more bricks. Yeah, more bricks. Do want to though, because the pirates sail through this strait, and a gun like this will cover the strait easily. Possibly another one if we can get away with it. Won't need one out this side, I don't think. Anyway, international trade. So these trade routes. So what I have done is we've got
Ceasefire
two
has ended.
running. Thank you. We've got this one here, which runs from Cruisamita to Rumadai, and it's basically bringing the sewing machines and the beer, which they're after, and trading the cloth and the rum, which we're after. And I've mirrored it more or less with this one, which I tried to do something a little complicated, and it turns out to be a bit of a pain because the game mechanic doesn't fully understand what you're trying to achieve. So the idea is, if we start at Cruisamita, that we're picking up rum and cloth, and we're dropping half the rum off and half the cloth off at Remadai, and dropping the rest off at Hamburg. It gets that, no problem. What it seems to not get, and I don't really know why, is what I wanted to do was pick up 15 beer and 15 guns here, and another 15 beer and another 15 guns here, and then drop off 30 beer and 30 guns at Cruise. No, it doesn't understand how to do that. It thinks that whatever you load at Remadai, you have to unload at Hanbareng. You can't add to it. I think you could load it here and unload that and then go back around to Cruisamita, but it doesn't. So you can load, it seems like, a large amount at the starting port and drop off multiple increments, but you can't load multiple increments. if you get my meaning. I don't know if I made this like a separate thing and put beer and guns and gun. Oh, I don't know. It's all too complicated. So I didn't do it anyway. But the main thing for that is we'll see where we are with our world map. Yes, we are. Here's our world map. Oh, they're catching up. This is the ice edge, and this is the barnacle. Now, when I started this, they were exactly in the middle. So one was going to the old world, while one was going to the new world, and they crossed in the middle. And what that does is it keeps a fairly steady supply of rum and cloth, because they take, well, he's just started, so it's like 6 minutes. So it's 6 minutes that way, which is a long time for people to run out of stuff. So it looks like they've, for whatever reason, probably because ports were busy or it took time to load and unload and do whatever, they're catching up. I can't do anything in between. I could hold one and wait, but hopefully it'll iron itself out somehow along the way. But that was the other problem I had in my first go around, was I set up these international trades, and then I was like, why the heck isn't this working? And the first reason was I was using gunships, which are not trade ships, and gunships are very, very slow. These are frigates, which are not the fastest. I should probably build well, that's a clipper. Well, and that might be a reason as well, because they operate at different speeds. But I think, let's have a look at which one's the fastest. You've got frigate, clipper. Yeah, clipper is the fastest. So here we go. So you've got schooner is the small one, which is relatively quick. You've got gunboat, which is quick. You've got frigate, which is not bad, and it's got weaponry, which is good. You've got the clipper, which doesn't have weaponry, but it's pretty quick. So it's kind of hard for pirates to catch it, actually, because it's that quick. And then you've got the ship of the line, which is incredibly slow. Do not use that for trade, and do not use it as an escort, because if you're using clipper, then the clipper only goes at the speed of this thing. It's just a complete pain. If you're going to use anything for an escort, use a gunboat, because they're fast. They're nippy. They are nippy. So I think they can keep up with the clipper. They can certainly keep up with the frigate. This thing is a monster. You only want to use that for like bombarding islands and blockades and stuff, because it is just tediously slow. So yeah, that was one of the issues that I had in the first playthrough. What have I got here? I got my little schooner, and I've got, what's this, little gunboat? Yeah, yes sir it is. So that's the situation where we are at. How's your bread coming along? You've got 13 bread. That's not bad. How's your beer coming along? You got 39 of that. You got 95 beer. You're doing all right. You're doing all right. You're doing all right. You got coats. You got furs. You're probably doing better than anybody, which is great, because you're going to be the sort of like major developmental island. And how are you doing? You got skins and you got furs, so you're back at it. Canned goods. Right. You got a lot of rum. You got bolts of cloth. Yeah, you're doing all right. You got bread. You got schnapps, you got everything you need. So they're all doing okay. They're all doing
In this
okay.
gentle bow, am
Yeah.
I quite content?
I mean, a little bit of, fiddle, 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 as you do. I don't think, we're still waiting on this coming in, another 10 minutes. But we are nearly there. So the push from here is that what I will do is probably push this out to 1500, because we're at 1300 already, and this one definitely, because I have so many of these chaps here, chapesses, whatever you want to call them. It seems to be taking a little bit of while getting the resources together to push
Is it
these
wrong
out.
to want more?
But we're up to 1484, so we are very, very close. And hopefully, once we get to 1500 here, we can move on to engineers. So it's artisans, engineers, and then we move on to investors, and then we move on to some of like the end game stuff. So we'll see. Right, well, here we are. It didn't take much. It didn't take much at all, to be honest. I can probably promote these up while I'm here. It took about 20 minutes, if that. And it took that long because I was balancing some trade stuff with these.
go, no reporting.
ships, which is fine. That ship and that ship. Sort of managing those two has been key here. So we've extended out here, moved a few things, added a few things, and everything else. These guys are ready to go up, and these guys are ready to go up. And you can see we are making a truck ton of money, 1386, consistently, and our target was 10, wasn't it? So yeah, we're doing pretty good. But let's promote one of these suckers next to the university. This is the university over here, and see what engineers want, eh?
You reached a new milestone.
Yes, yes, we have. Right, so let's have a look here at what they want. What they want is they want spectacles first, then they want coffee, then they're going to want electricity, then they're going to want light bulbs. So actually these aren't as bad. It might be investors I was thinking about. Spectacles, coffee, spectacles we can make here. Coffee we need to get from the New World. Electricity, well, we spoke about that. Light bulbs we can make here. So spectacles, we're going to need well, we need this. So let's get that underway, and we need our zinc. Where's our zinc? Is it over here? Where are you? Is it this? Zinc? That's copper. We're going to need that. We're going to need concrete. So that's okay. So we got the limestone underway. Am I missing something? Where's the zinc? Thought we had zinc. You need reinforced concrete as well? You need reinforced concrete as well. So the limestone is underway. So in order for us to make the reinforced concrete, which we might make down here, full. Don't worry, we'll be building soon. Let's go have a look at the engineers because we need the reinforced concrete. Reinforced concrete. Blimey, so it's going to soak up some of my my iron, but that's good. That's okay. I mean, that's good. That's okay. So we're going to need 75 workers on that. We might put it over here. So we'll put it over here. 75 workers, 75 engineers, which is fine. We just need to promote some of these people. Promote you.
Warm sun floods the...
There we go. We're up to 90. They might come up again. So what did we need for this? Just wood. We need more wood. So there you go. Your output can't be full because we're going to need some more wood. You are probably missing wood as well. Right. So that's concrete over there. Did I say we have limestone over here as well? We surely do because I'm going to want that. And I'm probably going to want a road that connects it. May as well use brick, huh? Paved. Paved. Something we can start working on, paved roads, because things move a little bit faster on paved roads, which is always good for income. So we're going to need, do we want engineers over here or not? Therein lies a big question. Do we want engineers over here?
My lavish offer.
A non-aggression pact for 22k. Sure, go nuts.
See, I'm no miser.
That sounds awesome. Let me think about that, because I'm not convinced I want engineers over here. Because that just means more spectacles and more stuff. We got plenty of money, so we don't necessarily need engineers over here. So let's not worry about that, because we can mine limestone here, and we can send limestone back, and we can certainly send iron back. So let me what are you missing?
I don't have all I need for my canvas.
Really? Wood. Didn't think I'd switched any wood off.
No space left here.
Oh, okay. So we're
I'll
all...
put my feet up.
You do that, love. Interesting. So, yeah. Let me think about that. Definitely on this side, as I've said. Definitely on this side, but not on the other side. What are they missing? Not bread again. Nothing in particular. Just they just suddenly decided to just stop being happy. There we go. Some of them have started being happy. Something happened in the trade department, probably. Right, so there you go, engineers. So there's things to do, namely make wood, make concrete. I need to get the concrete to do that. As we've said before, with like over here, for example, I
The
think we
people
now have
celebrate your leadership.
electricity here. If we want, there you are, these things. You need to put them in the middle of where your oil field is, which in this case there's only two. So that's probably fine there. And then you can put the derricks on top, like that, which is fine. So we've ascertained what that is. We're going to have to do a little bit of jiggery pokery to fit in an oil port. That's the only issue that we have down here. Yeah, because we've got to connect this to an oil port. And an oil port looks a little bit like this. So we got to move some stuff around.
Just say the word.
Well, the word is, oh, you're my expedition ship, aren't you? You can go over there for right now. Right, and I think, and the answer is we need to move everything over. So if we were to say, for example, move this over there, and then move that. No, I need to delete this road because it doesn't like. They won't overlay roads, which is just, frankly, a nuisance. Right. Put that there. Nobody liked that for a second because we're now all disconnected.
Your
To our
city
port.
has grown more beautiful.
There you go. And we move this over here. And we move that over there. And that over there. And I think we need a road. And we need to delete this road. Right, that's moved all that over. Can we now get this port in? Ooh, we can't. Well, let's start
Wake
that
me up
one.
when you're ready. Thought I was off to the workhouse.
And let's delete this one, because obviously we don't need it. And there's our oil port. And that can go there. The issue being, don't we have to run a train out of this? Oh, that? It only wants me to be right there. Now, I reckon I need to run a train out of that. Oh, blimey. This is going to require a little bit of moving of stuff around too. Might have to move some of this stuff out of the way because I have to. Yeah, I very much have to do some rejiggering around getting that thing sorted. And all of my workers are unhappy for some reason.
A little carousing in order.
Oh, that's just because I mucked up the when you move that it disconnects everything. But it's all connected now. At least I think it's all connected now. Everything's coming up. It's just gonna take time, that's all. Right, so that's that over there. Getting ready for that oil port. Are you ready now for concrete? Because I really need to get the concrete made. Yes. So he's going to start making concrete from limestone. Why you lot unhappy? It's the trade thing. There's
Got
something
a
going
lovely
on.
bit of stuff coming in.
What is the problem? Hello.
Help yourself, Gov.
Ooh, thanks very much. Don't mind if I do. What is it?
You've got our interests at heart.
What was that? A water carrier. Oh, it's to help the fire people. I think I can probably equip them. Can I equip them? No? They're not part of the union? Is this just like an add-on to the city? What's happening here? Bread's good. Fish is good. Schnapps is good. Clothes is good. Pigs is good. Sausages is not good. Is that the issue? Sausages is not good. So there we go. So we need some more sausages. We have a slaughterhouse or two. Is this it? No. No, no, no. That's not it. Is it this? Sure is. And I think you're the piggies, so I probably have to up you. And I think I'm gonna need you for the concrete. What's this? Zinc. Yeah. Okay. We are gonna need more slaughterhouses. I feel there's none over here. None over here. Yeah, we just got two. Two. I feel like we could probably shoehorn one in there. We're really running out of planks over here. Don't really know why that's the case. The lumberjack. What's it say there? Full output storage, it says. So it's a sawmill issue. We don't have enough sawmills. Do we have any sawmill? Is that it? I have one sawmill. That's probably why. Gonna need more than one. Got timber over there. We can probably bring a road out here somehow. That'll certainly do. Right, let's get a sawmill there. Maybe even another one. Another one on? We can. Put a sawmill there. Right, let's get a bit more wood going, and let's get some more sausages going. And because they're not happy about
I count our blessings
a
every
shortage of sausages for sure. Yeah, sausages demand is dropping. They would also like a school, which is fine. But that's that. It's just sausages. No worries. Right, concrete underway, concrete underway, concrete underway. So there you go. So we've got some concrete to do. Got to make some concrete. Got to get some other things going to start making spectacles, and also so that we can sort this pour out and at least start making oil. I need to jiggery this around a little bit so that I can make room for a railway. I think what I'll have to do probably is delete this road, turn that round, move this production building somewhere else, etc., etc. You don't need to stay home for that. So what I will do is I will carry on with what I'm doing until I get that working. And when we've got enough concrete to get this oil working, we'll get this oil working. And then we'll go have a look at the new world in terms of the oil working that we need to get over there. And like I said, I need to get some steel sorted going over there. I don't think I ever did that. I did not do that, so I need to get a trade route with some steel going over there, so that we can sort that out. And I'll call you back then. Ta-ta for now. welcome back. So, you've been watching a time lapse of me getting this stuff all ready and plotting some stuff out and laying some lines and tracks and trying to expand and doing various other bits and pieces like coffee and tobacco and bits and pieces over at Caraca de Pombo, which is, as we've said, going to be one of our production areas for oil, and looking at getting some defenses in place. So yeah, well, it's kind of moving along, and you saw how it's moving along, and you saw some of the planning that I put into thinking about where I'm going to put roads and all the rest of it and stuff and thing and so forth. And like the main thing that you probably saw me balancing here is plantain, whatever they call this stuff, fried plantains, which you seem to be okay with for right now. And obviously we need to take care of ponchos, but also tortilla. That's about it, really. There's other things we need to sort out, which is like beer and possibly hats. Does the sewing machines come into it with these guys? I think they do with the Obrera. Yeah, sewing machines and hats and beer is where we were at. But that's kind of taking its cue from this place, which I haven't done anything with, really. I'm just kind of watching it. I'm trying to see how Caraca de Pombo goes, because depending how that goes depends on how this goes. So slow that down a little bit. So what have we got here? What have we got? Well, we've got plenty of plantains, and we've got plenty of rum, and we've got plenty of cloth, and we have plenty of everything else except coffee. We're not doing so great on tortillas, so it looks like we may need to... Beef maybe is a limiting factor here. We've got a lot of corn. It might be beef, might just be we need enough kitchens to make the tortillas. Hats is slim. They also have an issue with beer, and they're working on chocolate, which is great. We'll talk about that in a minute. What we are not getting here is any reinforced concrete, because the reinforced concrete is going to the other end, which we'll just quickly have a look at. Reinforced concrete is sitting at 4 because it's I'm taking it slowly with that. So this island is fine. Might need to balance a few things out, and I'm going to do stuff like increase the cloth because I'm going to introduce a new trade route. Also want to introduce chocolate and gold into the old world. I don't think, what do we need gold for? Anything? Pocket watches? Maybe. Isn't there a ring? There's jewelry, I think. There's a ring, and you need pearls for it. Don't have pearls, but you need gold for something anyway. So I need to start planning ahead for that. So that's Cruzamita, which is going fine, and there's no dramas. It's just a case of time and balancing. Over here at Remedai, we have been looking to make a new ship. So we have a new clipper on the way for the international trade. I'm going to need at least another gunboat. That's a schooner. If not two. I did have my sails switched off. They're now saying not enough cloth. That is going to be a problem. That is not what I want. We need to have a look at this because we need to be, 14 is what they're after altogether. They're producing a maximum of 12, so there's a bit of a shortfall, as long as that shortfall doesn't extend into clothes. Yeah, we're pretty slim on the clothing front, so we're going to need a few more. I'm going to switch you off for now, so
Taking a break.
no issues with that. We're going to need more sheep, and we're going to need more framework knitters. Do we have any sheep turned off? That sheep is turned
up when you're ready.
off. I can get you
Start up
going.
again. Oh, right.
That is weapons. Don't think there's any. We got an awful lot of
Ship
potatoes,
constructed.
meaning we got an awful lot of schnapps. There's beef. More schnapps, more schnapps.
No space left here.
We're,
Better check on my little ones.
we're definitely running overboard with the schnapps for now, which is fine. If we need to cut back, we need to cut back at some point in the future.
And my critics say I don't take enough risks.
I don't like the fact that these people are now buying shares in my islands. So when that happens, I go back to island shares, and I go back to my island, and I have plenty of cash, and I'm gonna take it now because I don't want them siphoning my money away. You can go and get lost. What's this? Potatoes. Yeah. Don't need that. Is it sheep? Yeah. Turn some sheep on. Alright, that's the sheep. Is that frame partners? Sure is. You can go back on. And is that a framework nurse? No, that's a slaughterhouse. So there you go. So that's that framework nurse back on. Sorry, we digress somewhat. Framework nurse 16, 14. Right, let's turn the sails back on, see what that does. Over here. They think that that looks good. And I think that that looks good. So it's all balanced out, so we don't have any dramas there, because we're going to want a couple more trade ships and a couple more gunboats to escort our trade ships, because we will need to set up another trade route. We're going to need some more beer. How are they looking with beer? 69, which is not fabulous. And how are they looking? They are looking at 44, which is equally not fabulous. So we're definitely going to need a lot more beer. This island definitely has room to make more beer. I don't know how much room this has to make more beer, but that is something that we're going to have to do. Is this ready to build yet? No, 30. We're still short of steel and bricks, because that's my second concrete
Do
plant.
not mind the odd jet of steam.
This is our only concrete plant currently working, and it's working slowly. Limestone is ticking along. We have the sum total of 57, which is not desperately bad. We want to build this guy. We're going to need 15, 25. We could probably do that right now, and we could ship 25 over.
We
So you
assist
go
however we
over
may.
there, pick up 25. That would be terribly, terribly good. Then we can at least get that done. But in saying that,
Ceasefire has ended.
I am going to need to run a little train line in there, my little chappy, which means that I need to go to these people, and that is what we need. Yeah, we're going to need to go, I think we'll just go right up here, right up the side of the little piggy wiggies, because they don't care. Gonna have to go across and across. Wish it wouldn't do that. I don't want to just go straight. Right, so the train line's ready to go. Schooner's over here. No, Schooner's on his way over here.
Ready for assignment.
No, not you. You, methinks. Let's speed these two up. Who's faster? Both the same.
On our way.
No, let's trade both at the same time. Why not? No, I wanted you to trade. That's why I had that on. Concrete 25, we said. Where are you? 25. That's 10, 20. No, that's not. Oh. That's no. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want
Ship
to.
constructed.
I want to unload that. Can I unload that? Let's go back because I want to unload that. Transfer that. Go back. Thank you. Right. What I want to is these trades. I find these whole trading mechanism really complicated.
We assist however we may.
Right. Here we go again. Right. Is it that one? Ah, for heaven's sake.
Aye.
What is it? Ah. Right. 25. 10. 20. 1. Right. Goodness gracious. That was more painful than pulling
Take
teeth.
the rudder.
Right. Okay. Go. Get here eventually. Maybe we'll get a million by the time you get there. No? Okay, fine.
Stations.
Wrong boat. Let's not have that boat. This is the boat I want.
Ready for assignment.
Yes. Right. Okay. Oil port. There we go. This guy. Right. We are making oil-ish. Where's the little train? See a little train come out. Where does he come out of first? Come out here.
The epidemic spreads across your city.
I didn't know we had an epidemic. And there he goes. There's the little train. Toot toot. Right, there's our little train tootling along. Going up here to the oil. It looks lovely, doesn't it? So we're now making oil. What I probably want is an extra port because they're very, very handy. We're going to need 10 more to build it, but you know, there you go. It's a very handy extension that allows you to save an awful lot of oil. You're going to need to go back and pick up some more concrete for me, my darling. There you go. Right, well that's about all I've got time for right now. You've watched me blather on and blather on and blather on, missing goods. Yeah, there would definitely need some things to balance out. So we got some things to balance out. There's some stuff that needs to be done, but we're on our way. We've got oil underway in the old world, which is an achievement in and of itself. So this will soon fill up with oil, which is absolutely fine. And we'll build an extra storage, which you can expand a couple of times, and we'll start loading up with oil because at some point, maybe not this city, but the other city over here, we're going to want elastic trickery. And when we get electricity, they're going to want a lot of oil, which we're going to ship in over here at this oil terminal, which is not ready to build. We could build that. We build an oil store, but I don't want to. Can we build this concrete factory again yet? Oh my gosh, so tediously slow. 5 iron. Get on with it. Or steel. Pardon me. Yeah, so that's it. That's everything. That's it. That's it. That's it. So what we'll do is I'll probably carry on doing a little bit of work offline, and the next time I bring you in will probably be when we have sorted out a few things in the new world. Maybe finished up the islands in the new world, and when we're looking to get ready to introduce ourselves to electricity. So I hope you're enjoying it. I hope it is better than the first stab at this, which I dare say that it is, in my own humble opinion. And do subscribe. Click the bell notification so you know when the next one is going to come out, bearing in mind that the Christmas holidays are not a million miles away, and I obviously have a family and Christmas things to do around about Christmas time. And if I don't see you before then on Anno 1800, happy holidays and a joyous, and could we please have a peaceful new year. Ta-ta for now.
PlayStation